The girl had just been wheeled into the operating room when suddenly a nurse rushed in carrying a box of blood. Her father grew extremely tense, thinking something had gone terribly wrong with the surgery. But to his surprise, the director told him the operation had been a complete success. Yet it didn't seem that way, because the girl who came out of the operating room never woke up again. Terrified, the father thought there must have been some accident. But once again, the director insisted the surgery had gone perfectly well. From that day on, however, the girl remained in a coma. The father demanded an explanation from the hospital, but all he got in return was an offer of compensation. Enraged, he took the chief surgeon, the director, to court. Right before the surgery, he had clearly smelled alcohol on the director's breath, but with no decisive evidence, the court eventually ruled it to be a medical accident caused by anesthesia side effects. Still judging from the director's expression, the father felt things were far from that simple. Seeking justice, he held banners outside the hospital. But a whole year went by. Not only was his daughter's case never resolved, he was even branded as a man slandering a conscientious hospital. Determined to find the truth, he hired a detective to follow director Anne. Yet to his surprise, the director spent the entire day visiting elderly people living alone. From the way everyone treated him with respect, it was hard to imagine he could be a sinister man. To get closer, the detective posed as a taxi driver passing by. And so, the director got into his cab. When they reached the destination, the director's trembling hands caught the detective's attention, because a skilled surgeon would never show such instability. Right then, the detective realized the director must be hiding something. To expose him, the detective snuck into the operating room. But just as he put on a pair of glasses with a hidden camera, an alarm suddenly went off. His remote assistant quickly warned him. The operating room had equipment to detect cameras. So this time, the detective disguised himself as a patient, planning to capture their crimes during surgery. Right before the anesthesia fully took effect, he saw the director appear. But once the procedure began, to his shock, the director left the operating room, and from a hidden chamber next door, a man walked out, not even wearing surgical scrubs.